Welcome back to Captain of Industry, episode 8 on the Shattered Isles map, where last time we made sure we got enough oil for the near future. We got like 1 million in here, so I guess that should be enough. For now we are still running on this reserve, and I hope eventually we could go through here to set up another, to use this one. I'm actually thinking about pushing through here with some of the excavators, instead of going through the copper. On the other hand, we need a lot of copper at the moment, and it just seems right to do it this way. But it just wouldn't need that much here. So I'm gonna do it this way. We are gonna put a mine control tower with the area being around here, and we are gonna tell them to mine. Of course not everything, but just for me to make it. Where do we not need to something like this? I don't know if that would make sense. And then we take you away. Basically all of this we take away. I want to make it like too wide for now. But basically we... Oh, you know what we could do? Couldn't we just put... Wait. Let's delete this again. I'm not sure if that's possible. But can't we just put them here with Unity? So like... Just like put them here like this? No, you can't Unity build oil pumps. That's... okay. Yeah, that does make sense. I was wondering. That would not make any sense if you could. So let's get 2 pickups. Let's remove one here. We probably want some more. Let's actually move even 1 or 2 more. Let's move 2 more. Let's just leave 2 there to still do some progress, and we'll do maybe 9 here, 3 trucks per. And we'll just... We don't want to dump anything here. And we... Oh, what did I? Okay, I don't know what I did there. And we'll make them work here. Let's see if we can get this to work. Because if we get through here and get this oil, we can wait with, really having to rely on all of this oil. But what I wanted to do today is, first I want to set up some cranes. Some stacker towers, that's what I meant. But I'm not sure how this actually works. So stacker tower extension. So we have the stacker tower, and there's also the inputs, right? Wait, let's see if we put this here. Oh, then you can dump on this whole thing? That's wild. Okay. Then let's put you... Wait, where is the stacker tower again? There, I think, right? So we put you... How wide can you go? Is this how wide you can go? So let's see how wide we need it to go. Something like this. So let's bring it back a little. Let's just place it like this. And let's build it, of course. And now let's also just bring in all the materials via belt. So we will make a loose storage here. Probably even here. We'll make 1 for dirt, 1 for stone. I think that's all we get here. So we'll have rock. Did I say coal before? And we do have dirt. And then we will bring this with a fast belt. We'll go up a little and we'll bring it over. And we'll bring it over here. And we'll bring it down into this input, if we can do it. Let's see. Why can't we? I don't want to connect you there. I want to connect you. I want to connect you. Okay. Doesn't seem like I can connect it there. That should still be fine. Let's see. Oh, now we don't have enough enough parts anymore. Okay, but wait, how many do we have? We still do have some. Okay, what can we set here? Vertical offset. So wait, what is this? The maximum height of the dumped pile relative to the base of the tower. That's actually gonna be... Well, what is the slope preview? Oh, okay, so we are gonna dump with rock. So that's gonna be that's good. Left radius. I think that's just on the max. That does make sense. Okay. Why? Oh, you're not able to drive up there anymore. Yeah, then let's recover you. Or let's try to make them able to dump some more here with a ramp. Something like this. So they can drive down there again. Hopefully. We are out of rubber. So now rubber is the problem. And you cannot output your water. That's a problem, of course. We just want you to go in here. And then we should have rubber again. That's still the... Okay. Struggling to reach a point where they can reach. Why do you want to go there? Why don't you start here? Wait, let's put mining designation. Does that work? Okay, that seems to work better. So let's do this. And then let's also... Okay, yeah, they're bringing that stuff in here. That's good. Let's also make those like a little lower priority. Let's put them like to a maybe 7. So they first will provide stone to here, which is at a 5. And then, yeah, let's just see what happens here. I guess. Let's also make sure we don't really need to be dumping here. We can maybe make them dump there, but we don't really need them to dump here. Right? Or do we need to mark dumping area for him to work? Well, right now we don't have any materials. What we also should definitely do, of course we should put him... I'm thinking about... Let's just delete this again. Let's take him and let's move him over a little bit. Just so we are not on this edge there. Or let's move him forward a little bit. So let's delete you. That's why I'm using full refund. And let's move him... Wait, let's move him... like this. We can move him some out more like this. And then we'll do... So they can build this and they can go like this. And what I also want to do is I want to bring those belts up. What's going on? Why can't they find pillar place? And I want to go over to all our... Oh, let's see if we can find pillar placements there. Let's see, something like... Hello? Can we find some pillar placements, please? Something like this, and then we'll go over here, along here. And I want to have a priority splitter somewhere here. So let's also build this. I want to have a priority splitter here. So let's see if we can delete this. And then we will split you. Bring you from here to... Oh, I don't like that. 3, 5. Can we make this a little less ugly? Something like... Oh god. Okay. Let's make sure we can build this. Let's connect it here. Let's connect this up here. And let's make this a priority out. And now we don't really need this one anymore. Oh, so this... Oh, this is so unnecessary. And he's using... Yeah, got it. Okay, fine. Fine, it's okay. No place to dump products? You of course have places to dump. What are you doing here? Let's recover you. And he is dumping now, as you can see. And he's doing it so fast. Which also means they don't have any problems anymore to... They don't have to transport stuff anymore. Same goes with this belt soon. Then we won't have to transport all these... what is it? These slag. What the fuck? The question is, am I running a belt? Am I running a belt again? I kinda should. I think that's just gonna be the dump belt. We can mix stuff on here, right? So... let's go along here. The pillar placement is gonna really be messy. I hope trucks can still drive through. And then we'll just join this in here. Now, this one is a Mark II belt, so that should be fine. But I think we are gonna do the same here and bring a belt over to here. Because also, like, dirt and stone and stuff can all go on that belt. So, like, we can take stone and put it onto that belt. Wait, let's see. We can do something like this. Can also put the stone on there. We can basically put everything on there. Same goes with this stuff. We could also belt everything over. This is really expensive in steel actually, so that's not the best idea. Waiting for products. So how extend to... Oh. So we can set the segments. We can tell him how far he should go. Go to like 8 segments. I think that's... Or basically no. Basically we want you to... What happens if we do that? That seems like a good way of doing this. And we can already provide him with those parts. So that's perfect. But please finish this here first before you go there. But I think he does that. Not sure. Yeah, as you can see, he's still filling this up. And I think he won't do a perfectly flat area. But that doesn't really matter because we will just put dirt on top. Anyway, so That's perfectly fine. I'm actually thinking, so what do we have here? We have dirt here. We definitely want to put you in here too, but we could definitely just do a normal one. We are running out of, actually rubber is the problem because there's no coal input anymore. Oh, that's just another stupid me. Can we? No, we can't, but let's make this high priority because we won't get any rubber if because it's 16 rubber per 60. That seems like a fast way. And then as soon as we get through here, we should also be able to, we could also now that we do have a belt transporting all that stuff, we could tell them to put stone and stuff in there. I mean, that would be possible, right? Yeah, I think that works. Of course, we need to finish the belt and stuff, but that should be possible. Is this one built soon? No, it's not, because let's make you able to import. We need coal here, please. How is the oil looking? It's looking really bad. So we have to attach it to there. But that's fine, I think. So you're doing... How much are you doing? You're doing 60 crude oil. How much are you drinking? You're only drinking... Oh, you're drinking double. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Sooner or later. But that's fine. Because right now we are doing power with the diesel. And I want to get away from that. And I think what I want to do is I want to start thinking about how we will do power. Eventually we'll build one of our power stations around here, I think. So let's maybe clean this up a little with some Unity. And let's think about power. How does the power work? Well, we have a boiler. Let's see. Probably is there a difference? No, there is not. Is there a difference with the other recipe? Where was it? Like here? It's also 40. So it's always 48 steam. Boiler. So here it's gonna be this one. So then we do have, so this will make 48 steam, and it will later prefer wood chips, but that's fine. Let's also maybe put planning mode on. This will put out 48. So if we have so we can have 2 high pressure steam turbines. They will output low pressure steam, which we then should be able to use, right? Where is that? Isn't there a low pressure steam turbine? Oh, that's here. That's on the next research lab. That's wasteful to have them here, but yeah. Okay, so we can't yet do that. So we'll have 2 high pressure steam turbines. We would then have and they make 12 megawatts of mechanical power, which we can then put into 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And probably we want to put like 2 flywheels onto there. And they will make 8 megawatts of power, which would be enough to like fully saturate this stuff. The problem is it needs 30 coal per 60, and we are eating through coal. Like, yeah, there's some stuff left, but it does have its limits. Like, okay, so what this would mean is we would want to connect this one to here. We could then connect you up here. And then we probably want to get the water out somehow. For now, we will just put this into the air. We probably want to recover the water. Now, how is that going to work? We can use cooling towers. They will put out 24 each. And so we can connect those up to here and here for now. All of this will be rebuilt as soon as we got the other turbines and stuff. And this will give us back half of the water, but that still means we'll need quite a bit of power actually. Quite a bit of... Let's also rotate it so we can just use the water from there. So we'll build this here. We can use the water from here. Which, how much is this making? This is making we need 24 water here. So 24 plus 3 times 6. 24 plus 3 times 6 is 42. And this is making 48, right? Perfect. So that does work. And then we definitely want to have a... Yeah, we definitely want to have a tank before here. Just for, let's say, safety. And let's put a pipe balancer here. And we'll put the water from here back in here. That's how this works. So, yeah, do we want to try and Unity build it? Well, we don't have the parts anyway right now. Okay, but this one is dumping and it seems like he's doing good. I'm a little confused on why it's so rough, such a rough edge here. But maybe he's just not done yet. That's fine. Are we producing rubber finally again? Yes, we are. That's good news. Because he's already full again. So we want to build those. Which are missing a lot of rubber. We can also buy rubber, right? Rubber. Yes, we can buy it from construction parts. So let's maybe just buy some. Yeah, that's good. We'll do that. So we can make this a little faster. And let's just try to make it the goal to connect. To basically free up all our trucks to just dump automatically. Because now that's what's happening. And this one should be able to really churn through the stuff. Because, yeah, we maybe have to upgrade this belt. But also we're getting rid of a backlog right now. So I think it's going to be fine. Also here, we do have on, I think it's this one. Let's clear it so we see if it's the right one. Nope. So it's this one. Yeah, on this one we want to have dirt and rock. And then we want to use another U-shaped conveyor to also go in here. If I'm right. Yeah, and we can just use this one. I think that should be enough. So all that dirt gets out of there as fast as possible and gets brought down here too. And he can just lay it all down. And this is also really efficient now because they just drive this tiny little thing here. So you are blocked. I don't love that. But we do have enough. Let's also maybe put the notification on here. We are going down on maintenance, probably because we just have a absolute ton. Oh no, because we ran out of rubber. Okay. But that should be fixed now again. Let's see. We do have 4 that are running constantly, if I see that right. So that should... Let's maybe Unity boost you for a second. Now power is a problem again. Probably because he is using quite a lot of rubber too, quite a lot of power too. What we can do, even if I don't really like it, we can start to work on those again, but we really should build this thing. Let's Unity build this system, this system, this system, this system. If we can do that already. Let's do this, all those. What do you need? Okay, and you are just really expensive on those too. It's all the yellow parts. Same goes with you. You probably want a conveyor from here. Wait, do I need to? Okay, let's see. Let's build this one. So now we should have some more power. Now we have to think about priority. So basically, high priority is the things that are being used first, and then low are probably gonna be diesel. So I think we're okay with those at 6, but I think what I will do, I will put all of those on 6, and I will put those on. They are by standard on an 11. That's pretty exactly what I want. And we should also build those little parts here. Let's see. We should get water from here. If we do this, it will put water in here, which will then make steam, which will turn those roads on pause when the shaft is nearly fully charged. And we absolutely want to set those to auto balance. Because if those are at the almost max, we want those to shut down. And yes, I know you do have too much steam. That's because, okay, low food supply. Why do we have low food supply? We are full on potatoes and empty on vegetables. Let's actually make sure we get a notification for that. There's some new veggies coming. We still do have an enormous amount of potatoes that are overflowing. And now let's make sure we maybe do this here. Okay, I'm very confused on what the exact thing is. Let's stop time for a second and move all of them. No, that's stupid if I do that, right? Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, you are full because this belt is absolutely choked. Because we get a lot of materials from everywhere, which does make sense. I guess that's good. Why do you wanna... They cannot import and cannot export there. Or maybe they should be able to drive there. Can I? Can't you drive there? Oh no, you can't. Because of those pillars. Yeah, this is a stupid system here. Let's delete. Let's copy him here. And let's delete this. Let's also delete parts of this for a second. Let's get rid of all those parts. Let's also get rid of you, please. Remove. 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 Okay, like this. Then we'll put you in here. We'll connect you here. We'll connect you here. No, actually not. We want you to... It's actually not how we want to do it. We want to connect you... Want to go one forward. Connect you up here. Put one of those in here. What was that again? And then we want to connect you. Are you able to drive to there now? Still not. We can try to move those pillars. If we do like one here, can we remove this one? And if we do one there, can we remove... If we do one here, can we remove that one? And if we do one... I cannot remove that one, but I can do something like this. Are we now able to drive there? I'm not sure. Yes, now they are able. So let's now put one belt into the sky without a pillar there. If that's possible in a way. Okay, like this, and we'll put it down there again. If we can do that in a way that is not weird. Can we do it in another way? Let's just bring him down. Okay. Something like this. And we'll do another one, which goes up here. And that will mess things up again. So let's do something like this. And then you do have priority. Definitely. Something like this could work so they are able to drive to there. This is a very messy thing. Like, it can't get worse, really. This seems like it's working, except that we are not delivering that stuff here for some reason. That's also a goal and gives us some materials back. Now it's just advanced oil. And we are doing most of it on coal now, which I guess is good. Now, what's the uptime on you? Okay, we're fine. Why are you not... Oh, it's because you... No, you don't. You do. Cannot deliver rock. Oh, it's because... It's just because it's absolutely full. Where is it going, though? It's going here. And it's just... Yeah, it's just a little congested. But we're making progress here. That's very nice to see. We're getting a lot of materials down there. Actually, I'm still confused. Why are you not... Why are you so full? And then it's just not as full anymore. You do have 100% uptime, okay. No, what's the actual throughput? Can we see that? Because like uptime is always 100 on any belt, right? Oh no, it's not. Okay. that means, yeah, that's good. Okay. I guess that's good. Why are we low on food? How much are they eating? 17. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, but they cannot output. That's problematic, of course. So let us make them output that stuff. We also do have enough water now. The problem is just that we are... I'm not sure if we're draining it or if it's just... I'm not sure if it ever fills up again. We have to keep an eye on that. I will absolutely forget, but it's fine. Why are you dumping manually? Where did you come from? Oh, we should also for now... Oh, we can burn the waste, can't we? Yes, we can put a burner here. Collision with pipe. Yeah, that absolutely makes sense, because then we, again, free up trucks. And we just want to burn that stuff. Well, I kind of don't want to, but it's better than... Or can we do anything else already? We do have the shredder already. We can go wood power. We can go wood power. Because we do have some wood. Like, it would make sense. That's a fun joke, right? I'm sorry. That was bad. Let's also try to explore some more before we have to upgrade the ship. There's some potatoes in here. Okay. We could upgrade a lot of stuff. The question is, what does it... Oh, it doesn't really need a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, why not, right? So this one, this one, this one. Oh, that's some iron. That's some iron there. Yeah, they can deliver some stuff, and we will use all of our machines. I like that. As you can see, they're bringing all that stuff down here. We should definitely start making more space. So I think, how many excavators do we still have? Because now I think we can really scale up this here. Let's do like 5. Oh, well, no, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should wait. Because we do have, pretty soon, we do have the large vehicles. They just need steel and glass. I'm not sure. Can you scrap vehicles? Or what do you get if you do? Once scrap. What is this the settings? 2. So will we get the materials back or no? Wait, it's probably difficulty, right? Fuel consumption, population. Wait, where was it? Refund, construction refund. Consumption, cost. I don't want to change any of that. Unity generation. Base health. No, I don't see it. So it's probably the construction funds. Machines and vehicles. Okay. So I mean, beside the fact that we are using a lot more oil, and we are out of this, by the way. So we should delete all of this here. And then we can do this, or we should be able to. And we can connect this up to here, and we can connect this one up to here, maybe. That works. Because otherwise we're gonna run out. We're gonna run out fast. Okay, you are still blocked. But even upgrading this belt would not... it looks like it's not full. Like, yeah, this just costs more than we have right now. So that kind of doesn't make sense to do. It's just a problem that let's just make notify me if you're gonna run empty. You're gonna run out because we're digging here. We are kinda blocking our copper stuff from working. Veggies are low. Copper ore is low. Diesel is low. Diesel will get better. Next would be the advanced oil, probably. Well, or kinda we should set up some forestry area and stuff. Let's do a central. I'm thinking about putting another belt in here. Or setting up another dumping tower completely, like one just starting here, something like that. Like we could put one of those here. That wouldn't be a problem. Something like this. And he will go all the way forward there. We can't let him go too far yet because of the... Well, we will just be able to undig it, basically. But like if we let him go like 40 segments... Yeah, that seems like something we should do. How can you... Oh, so probably have to rebuild it at some point and then bring it back. And it's kinda weird. Oh no, here it's full now, like really full. That's exactly how we want it. And it seems flat. It really seems flat. Maybe it's not flat if you do a vertical offset. But other than that, seems good. Yeah, probably we should set up steel. Like, or we should set up advanced oil. Just to get this thing going. Let's also notify if one of you is low. And let's pause those here. Like this. We should start setting up that stuff, but on the other hand, I kind of want... Why are you doing this weird thing? Well, we could start setting up a belt. A fast one. Going from here. I don't know if that's even possible. To go up here somewhere. That's absolutely possible. Okay, so we could set up... I will just bring this belt like all the way back here. It will be really expensive. But it will enable us to feed in... Okay, let's maybe not overdo it. It kind of doesn't make sense to go that far. Kind of only makes sense to go like up to here. It costs a shit ton of red construction parts. Yeah. That's fine. And then we do the normal one. To go like all the way to here. And we'll do a normal one to go... Let's also put rock on here. Something like this. And we can just go like this. And then we can join it here. Something like this. Some really expensive stuff here. Some expensive, and then we'll do, again, we'll have to do one here, one for dirt, and one for the the rock. And we'll put both on like this. And then they can just, we're just not gonna do this anymore. So they should, why are they driving that stuff? Where are they driving it? All the way over there. Let's just put export routes to here and here. Because there's nothing else that makes sense. Like, and then hopefully 100 pieces is expensive. Yeah. We got a logistics zones done. I think, yeah, this is working so far. Let's get some more of those running, right? 5 and like 10 more. Our max is yeah, that's more than enough. That's good. Let's see. It's just a problem now that this one, let's just downgrade it a little. And we can upgrade it if needed. Yeah, I think that works. Why are we in the red? Oh, we don't have enough coal. Interesting. That's an interesting thing, again. They are not able to go fast enough. That's why we should start getting some forestry stuff going. Yeah. Wow, lots of problems. I mean, we can still just use those. We maybe have to, actually. But we kind of want to use those. We kind of want to use coal. But it's just not feasible. This seems to work at least. Good. Yeah, wait, how are we gonna do this? What are the contracts we can do? Not that I want to set them up right now, but do we have some good ones? Well, there are gonna be good ones at some point. I don't like those. Is this the same? No, that's just loans. Let's maybe also go explore here. Did we already? Oh no, we didn't, because 80 mechanical parts, they can't reach them. How are we gonna fix that problem? Let's maybe do a unit storage like this, a single assembly doing those. We are gonna put a priority on here, which tells them to go priority out there. But if we do have enough iron right now, then we can do that, and we will produce some mechanical parts. And they can also export from here, because you shouldn't really be able to export. You also shouldn't be able to import, like that doesn't make sense. We can also take away this unity here. And maybe we should upgrade you. Is there something? Yeah, he already started dumping. What I'm just wondering is if it's gonna break this dump, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. I'm actually thinking about routing stuff back over here. No, that kind of doesn't make sense. But what I would like to do is start digging up this area so we can make space for the oil. Or we just build oil at a completely different place. Now, as you can see, he needs a new piece. He's doing a very clean job here. Oh, there you see. Okay. That works. Let's see that we can absolutely demolish this hill here with a lot of trucks. This is just gonna use a lot of oil, right? Yeah, we need to keep an eye on this, because this one can only produce 60 as it is right now. Upgrading is kinda expensive. I would like to not have to do that. I think what we have to do is actually really upgrade our ship and find some more oil reserves. Or we have to completely change plans with how we do that stuff. But yeah, that's some heavy digging here. They are chewing through this. But kinda you shouldn't go dump. I'm just thinking about that. We kinda can remove any dumping and stuff, right? We will just put mining designations. And even that we can probably... Mining, let's see. Yeah, let's put the mining designations like this. And just try to dump like this. So they are actually putting it in here, because that's the most efficient way of doing this. Now they are very busy again. Why are you... Wait, export routes. Wait. Storage has import route, but also empty sliders set or truck import off. Oh. Yeah, that's problematic. Oh, the thing is also that there's some mixed stuff going in there. So we kinda have to have... That's the same problem here, by the way. Yeah, we need one of those here. And especially over there. So we will destroy this. We will destroy this. We'll add it back to here. And we'll say it's coming from here. And we just want those two products. We do have all of those. Let's empty this one. Let's unity all of this stuff. We are out of people, so let's adopt some people. That's what Unity is for, and we need to upgrade some housing. And now food is gonna be a problem. Oh, and actually fresh water is... How much fresh water are you using? 30. How much are you getting? Oh, and this one is full too again. Let's put a belt here and make sure we can get this one empty again. But yeah, water is definitely a problem, especially if we can't really get more stuff there again. Well, temporarily we can do stuff, but at some point we'll... Oh god. Oh god. Okay. So let's put one of those in here too. And we'll do... You get your stuff from this one. We're gonna build this. We are gonna demolish those. We are gonna demolish... As soon as stuff is away from it. We are gonna demolish those. And as you saw, this... Okay, we'll build this. We'll delete this part. And they will fill this thing up pretty fast. Okay. But that seems pretty efficient. That's good. We are burning waste. What is the problem? Now we probably have too many trucks here. I don't know. What is the problem? No available place to dump. Yeah, you shouldn't dump here anyway. What is the problem here? Blocked to the full output. I don't have a faster belt and I don't want to use other belts. So I guess that's the make space project going. I think I absolutely love this view with the stacker tower. I think it's beautiful, and I think that's also it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and we are gonna see each other next time.